Hello my dear students, welcome back in EVS classes. I am Jakpit Kaur, your EVS teacher of Art and Progressive School. Dear students, in this video we are going to continue our chapter number 5, that is about plants. So let's start. So dear student, in the previous video I have explained you about the importance of the plants and the various uses of the plants and from how the different parts of the plants we get food. Means as a food we are eating the different parts of the plant. Now let's understand plants in different climates. Means in the different region there is a different climate, and according to that different climate we can see the different varieties of the plants. Okay, so now let's understand. In mountains we can find pine and deodar trees. Means in the hilly areas, in the mountains, we can find the trees like the pine and deodar. P-I-N-E, pine and deodar trees we can find them. The pines and the deodar trees are long, okay, and they are conical shape. Means उनका जो shape होता है that are of the cone shape. Okay, why? Because in the mountain or in the hilly areas there is in the winter season mostly there is a snowfall take place. So when the snowfall take place, so जो उनकी जो conical shape है, from that it helps them to जो उनकी जो snowfall हो रहा है वहाँ पे से वो उनके ऊपर से नीचे गिर जाता है, fall off हो जाता है. Okay, so that is the reason that there is a these types of the plants we can see in that areas. Okay, so in places where heavy rainfall we find huge trees with the many branches such as neem and banyan. In the places, some of the places are there where the heavy rainfall takes place, जहाँ पे सबसे ज़्यादा बारिश होती है. So in that region we can find a huge tree. Huge tree means we can find a very big trees, okay, with many branches. उनमें जो branches होती है वो क्या होती हैं, बहुत ज़्यादा होती हैं. Many branches are there, such as for example of the trees are there neem and banyan. Okay, so these are the examples of the trees which we can find in the places where the heavy rainfall is taking places. Okay, now the next is in deserted areas, means in the desert places we can find plants such as cactus which can survive in hot weather and very little water. You know, in the deserted area there is very less amount of the rainfall takes place, so there is very less amount of the water is there. Okay, so and the weather is also very hot and dry soil is there, so that's why there we can find the plants such as a cactus. Cactus is very easily can grow in the deserted areas, in hot places and with very little amount of the water. Okay, जो cactus है उन्हें बहुत कम amount of the water की ज़रूरत होती है to survive. So that's why the cactus can easily grow in the deserted areas. Okay, and the climate of the deserted areas is very hot and the availability of the water is also very less there. Okay, so this is the different types of the plants are there which can be grow in the different climates. Okay, that I have explained you about. In the mountain areas, there the climate is very cold. Okay, and in the plain areas where the heavy rainfall is there, okay, so there is the different varieties of the plant we can see like the neem and the banyan with of very branches. Okay, very much branches is there and the trees are also very big, means the huge trees are there. Okay, when we talk about the deserted areas we can find the plants which need very less amount of the water and which can be survive in the hot weather, and the example of the such plant is the cactus. Okay, now let's see the types of the plants. So now let's understand the types of the plants. First is the herbs. Okay. What is herbs? These are very small plants. Okay. The plants which are of very small size. Okay. These are the small plants with soft stems, and their stems are also very soft and green. Okay. They remain green throughout the year. Means throughout the complete year, their stems remain green. They are very green in color. Okay. And the stems are also very soft. So the plants which are of the small size and which remain green throughout the year. Okay. And their stems are also very soft and green. So such types of the plants are known as herbs. For example, like tulsi, okay, coriander and mint. Okay, so these are the examples of the herbs. Now let's see the shrubs. Now the shrubs are, these are the medium sized plants. Okay, as the herbs are the small sized plants. Okay, the herbs are the small sized plants, but the shrubs are the medium sized plants. Okay, with thin and woody branches. So there are the branches, we can see there are different branches. Okay, we can see in the shrubs. But when I have explained you about the herbs have green and soft stems. Okay, so here, but the shrubs have thin and the woody branches there and looks like a bush. They looks like a bush. What is bush? जो झाड़ियाँ होती है बेटा, उससे हम क्या कहते हैं? Bush. Okay. So shrubs, these are medium-sized plants with thin and woody branches are there and looks like a bush. Okay. And the examples of the shrub is rose plant. Rose plant is an example of the shrub here. Okay. Now let's see the creepers. Creepers, what is this? Let's see. A creeper has thin and weak stems. Okay, so the creepers plants are having the thin and the weak stems and it cannot stand straight. Okay, so the creepers cannot stand straight. Why? Because of their thin and the weak stems. Creepers are having thin and weak stems, and because of this they cannot stand straight. So how they grow? They just spread over the ground. वो क्या करते हैं? आपकी ग्राउंड में फैल जाती हैं. ओके, सो दैट इज द एग्जाम्पल ऑफ द क्रीपर्स आर द पम्पकिन एंड द वाटरमेलन. आपने देखा होगा बेटा कि जो वाटरमेलन और पम्पकिन कैसे ग्रो करते हैं. दे नीड अ सपोर्ट, मीन्स दे नीड सम वी कैन से इन द ग्राउंड. ठीक है, वो ग्राउंड में फैल जाती हैं आपकी. सो दैट इज एन क्रीपर्स एंड the example of the creepers are the pumpkin and the watermelon. Okay, so this is, now let's see about the climbers. Climbers, what is this? Climbers have weak stems. Okay, as of the creepers. Okay, creepers stems are also weak. So the same way the stems of the climbers are also weak. Okay, stems they are, so they grow around some support. Means to grow they need some support. Okay, the support of can be of the wall. Okay, it can be of the wooden stick. So they need some support to grow upright. ठीक है, ऊपर grow करने के लिए they need some support. So this is in climbers. Climbers have weak stems. Because of this weak stems they need some support to grow upright. Okay, so the examples of the climbers are the grapes and money plant. Okay, what are the examples? Grapes and the money plants, and other climbers are also there. Okay, not only two, so other examples are also there of the climbers. So what is this? The climbers with weak stems and they need some support to grow is known as the climbers. Examples, grapes and the money plants. Now understand about the trees. Trees, trees are big plants. Okay, you have seen the various types of the trees. So the trees are the big plants and they have strong and thick trunks. Okay, so the trunks of the trees are very thick. Okay, and they are also very strong. So, and because of this thick trunk, they are very strong trees. Okay, and they are big of size, and there are many number of the branches we can see there. So the example of the trees are the mango trees. Okay, and we can also say the neem tree is also there, pine tree. So these all are the trees with of the big size, and their trunks are also very strong, and they are having the many branches. Okay, so we have studied today about the plants that grow in the different climatic areas. Okay, and also we have studied about the different types of the plants. Okay, in this we have studied about the herbs. Herbs are they are having big stems, and the examples of the herbs are the tulsi, mint, and the coriander. Okay, next we have studied about the shrubs. Shrubs, their stems are little thin, and woody stems are there, and they are of little bit big in size than of the herbs. And the examples of the shrubs is that the rose plant. Okay, next we have studied about the creepers. What are the creepers? Creepers are the plants with thin and weak stems, and they cannot grow upright. Means वो ऊपर ऊंचाई में height में grow नहीं कर सकते हैं. Why? Because of their weak stems. So they spread over the ground. And the example of the creepers are the watermelon and the pumpkin. Then we have studied about the climbers. What are the climbers? From the name you can see, understand which climbs. Okay, so that are the climbers. And the climber does, the stems of the climbers are also very weak and green, so they also need some support to grow. So the support can be of the wall, and it can be of the wooden stick. So they need some support. Okay, so some of the climbers, they take support of the trees also to grow. So the examples of the climbers are the money plants. Okay, next we have studied about the trees. So the trees are having a strong trunk, and their branches are also very much in numbers. Okay, so that is in trees, and they are of big size. So the examples of the trees are the mango trees. Okay, and the other examples we can take of the neem. Okay, and of we can see the lychee plant is also there. So many different varieties of the fruit plants we can say are the examples of the trees. Okay, and the trees that we can see in the mountain areas also, so that also comes under this. So dear student, I hope you understood today's lecture. So in the next lecture you will understand the difference between all these types of the plants. So till then, keep learning, stay safe and stay healthy.